As the coronavirus sweeps across the world, Latin America has responded in a range of different ways. While the continent ranks low in the number of coronavirus cases, numbers are rising. Many countries, including Chile, Argentina, Ecuador, Peru and Colombia, which began by suspending flights from Europe and Asia, have now shut their borders. Public events have been cancelled and leaders have called on their citizens to self-quarantine for 2 weeks.
This measure, which will be enforced for 15 calendar days, implies the obligatory social isolation of our population.
Ecuador's President Lenin Moreno said the police and army would enforce measures to restrict movement, but people would be able to buy food, visit hospitals and care for the sick or elderly. The country has so far confirmed more than 36 cases of COVID-19, including at least 2 deaths. This is what self-quarantine looks like in the Peruvian capital, Lima. This normally busy street is now virtually deserted, and the parks have emptied out. All the children are indoors, some of them studying online. Their parents have also joined the social distancing push. Those who can are working from home, and many more are caring for their children who are no longer in school. Colombia joined its neighbours in ordering self-quarantine and suspending school classes. Meanwhile, Chilean President Sebastián Piñera suspended classes for 2 weeks, but stopped short of issuing a state of emergency. Argentina was among the first in the region to close its schools and its borders.
We have made the decision that during the next 15 days we will close the borders and no one will be able to enter Argentina except obviously native Argentines or foreigners residing in Argentina.
Venezuela has confirmed close to 20 cases of the virus and no deaths, but the state of its public health system after years of economic crisis has raised alarm. Its leader, Nicolás Maduro, on Sunday ordered businesses to close and citizens to stay at home amid concern over how his government would cope with a COVID-19 outbreak. Meanwhile, the presidents of Mexico and Brazil have drawn criticism as they dismissed safety warnings and took part in rallies over the weekend. Dan Collyns, CGTN, Lima.